more anti-war protests here in Georgia. Now a group of the University of Georgia students in Athens are setting up what they call a Gaza Solidarity Encampment on campus.
More arrests are being made right now on campus. Atlanta News First Don Shipman just arrived there on the scene. Don, what are you seeing there behind you?
Well, I'm seeing a good dozen students being arrested here, zip-tied and all. You can take a look right here as police, campus police, are talking with these demonstrators, and you can see some of them sitting on the curb there with those zip ties behind their back, with their hands behind their back. This group organizing this demonstration is called Students for Justice of Palestine. They say that these are students and Athens community members, and they set up in front of the old college quad here, and they're demanding university solidarity protection and the disclosure and divestment of financial relationships with what they call Zionist organizations. And you know, there have been many anti-war protests across the country and throughout Georgia. Today's demonstration here in Athens at UGA began at 7 o'clock this morning, and it comes days after 24 students and 3 faculty members were arrested during pro-Palestine protests on the campus of Emory University. Again, campus police here in Athens at UGA are here, and they told us they arrived here shortly after this demonstration began. Some of the students, as they were being put into the police vehicle here, were looking at our camera, telling us that they are on public property. Why can they not demonstrate? As far as why they are being arrested, we haven't heard that from police as of yet, but we're going to continue to follow this as we're looking here live. You see these students are being brought across the parking lot here and then put into that police caravan right there. And I've counted at least a dozen students who have been arrested. As far as charges, what that'll be, we'll still wait to see and learn more information. We also have reached out to the university to get a comment from them, waiting to hear back. We're live here in Athens. Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.
And yeah, Don, that really paints the picture there for us. We've seen this happening at Emory University last week and then now at UGA. We know you'll be watching that for us. Thanks for that report.